It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. Sanders now to the air right away. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Sanders to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
19.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Cut 19. Go.
Now Sanders. Incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass.
Come on.
But the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group could ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Go. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Drop 60. 18 Cardinals. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneers.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
19, 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And his pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19, 18,
Now they'll change things up.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Mustang 19. Cowboy 80, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 65 minutes. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 60. Panther 60. 7-5 Dragon 60.
Sanders. That is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know at this point they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
White 80. White 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
12, 11 MT, right 80.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Channing Tindall in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, Bigsby. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Bengals at 5-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hot. 180. Place hot.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And this is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 17. Ready.
Here's Sanders. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jones now on the return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 8, Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Trap 60.
A gain of 14. And
from the gun, it's Sanders. Pass caught by Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19, touchdown, 17. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Motion man is Schwartz. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. An audible here to get a new look.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
17-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. Right 80. Right shot. Start.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
11 MT. 11 MT.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Start.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12. Gun. Start. Hey, can.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On one, ready?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11. Here we go. Wide 80. 11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11. 12. Stop.
They'll look to throw again. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hold the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So maybe some signs of life. Well, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you're alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
70 Rangers, 19 Lions. 60.
Sanders to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther, cut 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw now. Here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again.
79 Broncos. Go.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. Right 80. Right up. 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right up. 11 Mike. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Okay, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go. 11, top. 180. Place hot. Hot.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Sanders. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18, 5 in. Go.
Play action. It's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Cougar 19.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Get it? 18 Cardinals. 70 Timberwolves.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 6, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70. Nineteen tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points and a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. And this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Let's go. 11 MT.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
At the 41-yard line.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Thomas. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
From the 41, Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Take Bigsby. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Touchdown! No fan. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Judkins. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, ready?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Pass the try. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We're good. 12.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they'll honor it with something else. Here's Sanders. Pass caught by Phantom. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Browns.
Grab 60. Grab 60. Go.
Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the check.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Nice. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in. A little bit quicker.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing again, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gives him that time. Down he goes. Shamar Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18, 5 in. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Dot. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5.
On one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Right, 80. Right, hot.
Now it's Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Ready? Fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs still there. This has been a tough game.
Right, 80.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll try and do this himself. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Yoshibas from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. And they're going to sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Right, 80. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun. Right, 80.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Yoshibas. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Yoshibas with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
has his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline as he continues.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Yoshibats. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It looks like they'll move things around here. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. It winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Sanders to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
Fighting down past the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.